Hi, beautiful beings of light. This is Yana, and welcome to my 5D report and beyond, where I'm reporting multidimensionally as a multidimensional being. And that's who we truly are, okay, here in this plane of existence. And we're helping humanity, Mother Earth, with the ascension, with the transition, with enlightenment. We're going to the next harmonic universe number 2, where everything's about soul connection, consciousness expansion, and living in unity and peace and harmony, Christ Sophia consciousness. So welcome in the month of October 2020, right? Today is full moon, so and it's in Aries, so very intense dynamic energy. So it's time for rebirthing your new self, okay? Time to be also confident, empowered, independent, and assertive with love, of course. I know that Mars is retrograde, so this month will be probably very emotional for many of us. We need to release everything that needs to go, okay, all these old programming, old conditioning, old emotions, and so on, so then we can move forward, whether in month of November, and then of course December, with those powerful energies of the solstice, December 21st, 2020. That's going to be monumental. So yeah, welcome. My YouTube channel is Yana Sibinska. You can also find me on Awakening Our Awakening Our Truth. My website is yanakalai.com. That's YANAKALAI.com, and my email is kaliana82@gmail.com. My videos are for educational and even entertainment purposes. I'm here to inspire, empower you, giving you information the way I interpret it through my soul signature, energy signature, and the way you interpret and then becomes your world, your reality, and also your responsibility. We're very powerful co-creators with the divine through our thoughts, feelings, emotions, deeds, and actions, okay? So, and yeah, we spoke about those universal laws in my previous video, so let's continue. There was also the law of action, right? That is very important for us to manifest in this density. But luckily, with all these light codes and these energies, gamma rays and cosmic rays energies, that are being poured upon this planet, right? We're being inundated with those new galactic codes, ascension energies. Thanks be to God. We can finally free ourselves from those densities and from this old belief system, from this old matrix, right? From all these old programming and from all these draconian laws and from this abuse and violence. I mean, everything is coming to the surface in order to be acknowledged, right? So we can heal it, we can transform it, and that requires lots of people to be online, to join the team, right? To do the inner work and be of service. So anyway, so let's continue with the laws and the universal laws. I just wanted to here read the very beginning. That was the Declaration of Independence. Let me see, am I going to find it quickly? The law of correspondence. We talk about it. We talk about the law of divine oneness. And with the energy, that's the foundation for universal laws. Remember, we are energy beings. We are sound, light, vibration. And this is a hologram. This is a holy grail. This is a temple of the divine. So we have to take care of our body, but always having the connection, dedication, and devotion to our spirit. That's why those laws that have been given to us here, to people of the earth, and especially in the United States through the Constitution, right? Those were laws that belongs to us as divine human beings, as beings of the goodwill, okay? And has been violated. So we need to claim those laws back, and we need to also bring our power back online. So we hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men and women are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So that's the Declaration of Independence, United States of America, right? So, to me, we're going back to source, to God, however you want to call it, to our creator, okay? And the divine feminine is coming online, so we can also resurrect, heal our wounds, and resurrect the divine masculine that needs it a lot, right? So many people have been wounded, and also children, and also people in the military. So the energies for healing, transformation, and living in unity, they are here. But that's why we have to do the inner work. We have to learn, we have to educate ourselves how those energy works, how those energies work. And also here, that's why I'm coming with those universal laws, because that, like reading it over and over, helps me to understand why the divine order is very important to be established again. And understanding the universal laws, that how you also understand the unconditional, the divine love, and how you can then live in peace and harmony, knowing your true divine nature. And here are the guidelines and directions to do so. So we were talking about the law of oneness, then we were talking about the law of vibration, the law of action, the law of correspondence, and the law of cause and effect. And now we will go to law of compensation, which is the extension of the law of cause and effect, and it deals with the material and spiritual gains we receive in life. And that's the visible effects of our deeds, okay? And it can be given to us in gifts, money, inheritance or invitations, friendships, and blessings. So like, for example, like the gifts, especially the money, right? So many people, they're coming from poverty consciousness, like I was. Even though as a kid child, I never had problem with money. I mean, I always imagined myself rich and so on, like having palaces. And it's like, what in the world? How come I'm manifesting all this poverty and like all this bad luck, right? Karma, karma. I chose the path of karma. Somebody had to heal my ancestral lineage, and also I had to break the cycle of black magic, witchcrafting, and that's why. And now I know how to then gather those abundant energies. Yeah, I have to be of service. I work hard, not only on the spiritual level but also physical level, right? Having my part-time 3D job, which actually satisfies me, and there is so much progress happening there energetically, and so on, and hoping for the quantum financial system to come online more and more, right? We are praying for Jasara, Nesara to come online as well, and start doing the humanitarian projects, those people who are ready to be of service and make this place a better world. So for example, how to break from the poverty consciousness? You have to work on yourself, you have to work on your mind, reprogram your thinking, your subconscious mind, say positive affirmations, and start giving selflessly, right? So like Marina Jacobi with her energy philanthropy, she's saying, if you want to donate through your heart. Don't have any expectations, just to give freely, right? But also in this law, you'll be learning how the giving and receiving have to be balanced, okay? So because when we give unconditionally, there is this law of tenfold return. And it's funny because Marina is mentioning it's amplified by 10. So you see all these teachings from Ascended Masters now, it's been confirmed by the quantum teachings of Marina Jacobi. So everything goes hand in hand. So we actually deserve abundance. We live in an abundant universe, but unfortunately the resources, right, being exploited, people have been digressed, all this abuse and violence, torture. Look what happened to our children and those guys in the military and every arena, of our infrastructure, whether also in medical industry, school, religion, right? We have the politics, and so on. So, we are slowly but surely getting out of the darkness back into the light. and we're exposing all the wrongdoings. Okay, so because we're abundant beings, and why are we working so hard and paying taxes and insurance and all these bills, and people are busy or watching TV and full of addictions and stuck in their mindset, right? MK Ultra or on that automatic pilot. Time to breathe, take a pause, and start watching your thoughts. Be mindful. Okay, so let me see, very important to align with your higher self, with the light of your soul, and be of service. So like I said, the giving and receiving should be balanced, right? And this law is the manifestation of divine order. Like everything is registered, everything is monitored. Like I said, there are no top secrets out there, okay? So people, like if you want to lie, deceive, and doing all these kind of things, remember there are much higher forces with even more advanced technology. They know everything. They can monitor everything. Everything is being seen. That's why we have this direct connection to God, to Source, because we're extension of the divine. We're extension of God. We're extension of that infinite one. And only integrity, transparency exists there. By the same time, expansion, love, and peace, and happiness, and harmony, Christ Sophia consciousness, okay? So very important to give freely from your heart. And then the return will be amplified by 10. Very important to release fear of like there is not enough, right? Of that poverty consciousness. And align with the light. Free yourself from all this old programming, conditioning that keeps you in bondage. Okay? This to me, it's supposed to be free country. That's why we are freeing the energies of United States, and especially, right, the energies of New York, the Statue of Liberty. That's what the United States represent with the Declaration of Independence, with the Constitution, and with the Bill of Rights that have been handed down by the Great Spirit, right? By God, Source. So we are returning, we are going back home to the divine. Compensation is the reflection of a person's multidimensional thinking. As a man thinks, so shall he becomes. Who said that? Yeshua. That's why be careful, be watchful what you are putting out there. What are you projecting? Okay? Because your thoughts represent yourself. This law assures that everything is fair and all is in alignment with the divine. Each soul is treated impartially and indifferently by the law of the universe, the law of one. Compensation is the fulfillment of promises and contracts made between lifetimes. Okay? Contracts are reviewed periodically in the dream state. Make sure you keep your promises and then you'll be rewarded. Okay? Tenfold. So align with the light of your higher self. All must be in the highest vibration and truth to control one's destiny. Align with God's will and it will grant you peace, harmony, and fulfilled life. Integrity is the key. Love yourself, okay? Very important. Take care of yourself. Know who you truly are. Asking yourself each and every day, okay, who am I? Why did I come here to this planet? What is my mission? Okay? Soul communion is the key, or connecting to your higher self, right? Your lower self has to be purified. We talk about the energy hygiene, so it can merge, it can unify with your higher self, with your oversoul, with cosmic Christ Sophia consciousness. So all must give equally to themselves and to others to keep the energy balanced. Yeah, so everything's monitored, and making sure that everything balance each other's out. Like also the work that we do, transmute the darkness, right? That's how much light we have to shine. And so many people are scared there because the truth is immediately revealed. Maintain balance at all times. Truth and integrity adhere to this law shall be realized. Be honest, have strong moral principles, and that's it. The law of attraction. that extends the law of vibration. Remember, we were talking about frequency vibration, how to vibrate really high, because that way you can transmute the low vibrational energy. The law is one way, right? Only the high vibrations can take care of those low vibrations. The low vibrations can never interfere with those high vibrations. And that's the law. So the law of attraction, it mirrors that which is hidden within. It's like a cosmic magnet that draws to the person everything he or she focuses on or projects into the etheric realm. So be witness of your thoughts. Watch carefully your thoughts, emotions, Are they positive, negative? I mean, that's okay. We still are kind of here in transitioning kind of state or mode. And so if I witness negative emotions, love yourself. Or just pause. It's like, okay, thank you. Oh, now I'm negative. Well, I want to change this to positive. Guess what? You have the power. You can do all that. Okay? So what is hidden within will dictate what will appear on the outside. So that's why also all these tests and in tests of initiations happening, all these challenges to strengthen our character. And that's the path to self-mastery, okay? Learn your lessons, very important. Raise your vibration. That's how you rise above the test of the low frequency, okay? Quickness of the mind. So train yourself, be mindful. Have control over your emotions. Very important to have a great discernment. Decalcify your pineal gland. Rewire your subconscious mind. And be disciplined. Spiritual discipline, very important. Protect your mind, okay? So you can even wear hats and so on, or just surround it with white light. So align all your chakras with the white light, and protect your aura, energy field, the divine protection through self-love and devotion to the light. Pure white light. Just imagine that. Okay, and be in your balance, be in your center. Control your state of mind. That's the key to mastering the law of attraction, because the mind will attract all kinds of things to you, right? And actually it's a gift to humanity, the mind, but not the ego, negative, kind of human limited mind, especially only that happens, it's in the left hemisphere of the brain. We have the right hemisphere of the brain, which is more spiritual and with the imagination and the divine feminine and so on. And then it's very important to balance the right hemisphere of the brain, like with all this visualization, right? Imagination, symbology, kind of etheric, metaphysical, mystical things with the logical thinking, reasoning, mathematical, and so on. So you want to go quantum, infinite, with the finite kind of logical detail processing of the left hemisphere of the brain. You want to have it balanced. So stay in your core, stay in your center, 0-point balance, raise your frequency vibration. So there's an exception. So, for example, soul contract fulfillment for the celestial plan, for the high command, like Yeshua, right? So how come this being, right, to me, starseed, highly evolved soul, he was the master of energies, he was the prince of peace, coming from the core of the galaxy, of the universe. So how come he had everything aligned with the divine, and he had to experience such an abuse, such a violence, right? The way he was beaten, and then he was put on cross. How come? Here's the explanation from the book The Light Shall Set You Free by Dr. Norma Milanovic. Okay, she channeled that was channeled by Ascended Master Al Moria. So it is because within his auric field was the program that was destined to transmute the world. Right? Everything had to happen divine timing. That was the event to ascend. So these blueprints contain information and instructions on how to transmute the low consciousness, okay, that has been hijacked by those negative aliens, right, with their negative alien agenda, with the MK Ultra depopulation and torture and violence and abuse. And the drama needed to be played out. We had the scenery, the scenes, okay? Yeshua, when he was beaten, carrying then his cross, crucified, and so on. So everything was planned, everything was designed, everything was just how it was contracted, okay? How it was programmed. So he came here to equal the vibrational frequency at the opposite end of the spectrum, okay? So look, all the negativity, right? He had to transmute it through the purity of his heart. And he did that. He resurrected, right? We do have that in our technology. But people have to go through those initiations, learn their life lessons, right? Be on that hero's journey and realize yourself. That's why I want to build those healing communities, right? With ETs, spiritual centers, like of self-realization with Paramahamsa Yogananda. I know he's not in a human form anymore, but also his master Mahatavar Babaji, right? Like for example, Babaji, that's one of his incarnations, and that's books, Dancing Shiva. So I'm all about transformation, transmutation, and I'm a warrior, and I am for the younger generation and taking care of and helping children, with their healing and getting them back on track. So the light was necessary to consume and transform the negativity of humanity. So those beings of light, right? Spiritual warriors. Okay, we come here to consume the darkness and transform it, and so we can go back to light, go back home. So he had this intense radiant light within himself, right? With extreme intelligence, okay, to fulfill the prophecy. So that was Yeshua. Okay, I know him, he's as Isa, people know him as Jesus here. He spoke Aramaic, all Jewish, okay, language. So understand the all before you can fulfill, or understand that all before you can fulfill your mission. You have to understand everything before you have to understand everything before you can fulfill your mission, which is part of divine plan. So every stone has to be turned. No stone can be unturned, correct? So know yourself and be free. Know your horoscope, know your numerology, watch your thoughts, watch your feelings, watch your emotions. Discern. You have the mind. Observe, be the witness, be loving with yourself. It's like, what I'm learning, am I progressing, growing, everything is okay, and then ask God's Spirit for divine intervention if you need help, because we're here to learn all these lessons. So learn the meaning and importance of your divine plan, of your mission, okay? And that's why you ask yourself, who am I? Why did I come here to this planet? What is my mission, right? And the connection with your soul is very important, okay? So, because you are co-creator with the divine, okay? So hold your thoughts on God. So focus is very important. And visualize the light in your daily meditations and prayers. That's how you draw to yourself all that is the highest. Okay, so now we have the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. So we have the power to choose the directions of our lives, okay, because energy is always in motion, it's active, and it has its infinite potential. So, and energy is, you cannot destroy energy, you can only transmute energy, right? God is, energy is, I am that I am, and it is what it is, okay? And you can change forms and transmute energy in this material universe. That's why we have the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. So the manifestations of our energy are found in our thoughts, beliefs, our speech, and actions. Every thought produces two actions. First, you're sending out waves. Those are waves, frequency, vibrations, right? Very important. What we are projecting, what we are putting out there. We are transmitters of energies. And then creation of thought forms, right? Every thought creates a materialized entity which operates on emotional and intellectual levels. Think positive, send positive impulses to others, okay? And, that's how you impact others in a positive way, okay? And that's how you can then, it will come back to you. How is it you harvest the, what is it, you sow your seeds and then you harvest them, okay? You will harvest what you sow, okay? So our thoughts and speech impact our own present, our present and future, our present moment and our future. Forgive yourself, forgive others, forgive your past, pray and meditate. Feel love in your heart. You have the power to change all conditions in your life. So don't be hopeless, because you do have the power. Just claim the power. Claim the power back, okay? Be an alchemist of your heart. Choose and transform darkness into light. It is a one-directional law. Higher vibrations consume and change lower vibrations, and it's not the other way around, okay? That's why the victory of the light. That's why we are going back home, because again, it is what it is. Energy is energy. God is God, and it is what it is. But some people are not choosing it. That's why there's a split of consciousness, and they're heading whatever they are focusing on. And again, it is what it is. When their timing comes, hopefully they will recognize that the power lies within, and they need to start thinking positively, okay? So embrace the darkness and bringing into the light. Raise earth vibrations into Christos energy, 5D ascension. Invoke the violet flame. Be in 0-point balance. Ascension unity meditation. Please join us with Sandra Walter. We are changing the carbon-based DNA into crystalline DNA. And we have the Divine Mother energy coming back online, right? Those cosmic rays, gamma rays frequency is being here in our atmosphere. We're being inundated by those diamond light codes, right? Fire letters, key codes, and so on. And that's all penetrating into our DNA. Our DNA is changing from carbon-based DNA into crystalline DNA. We are raising the frequency vibration. Yes, the Schumann frequency is spiking up. Now we have the full moon in Aries, right? The resurrection of our new higher self is happening, the new beginnings. So everything is synchronized. Everything is in divine perfect order. We just have to tune into these energies, being in that 0-point balance, right? Working on ourselves, meditating, cleansing our mind, doing the energy hygiene, like I said, singing, dancing, being in nature, just enjoying your true divine self. So surround the negative situation with the violet flame. Ask Saint Germain for help and assistance. See the condition change from negative to positive, filled with peace and harmony. Hold this vision with the strength of the will. Reconnect with your higher self through your soul, through your heart, and surrender to the light of your soul. Visualize this frequency consuming low vibrations first in your mind and then in your emotional body. Breathe and stay in your center. Okay? So the light of your soul is the higher frequency than violet flame and is the shield of protection. Visualize the light within and around at all times, and it shall strengthen your will, your faith, your hope and charity. So stronger the will, the more precise you can manifest, the more precise manifestation, more transformation. Okay, the light also aligns the chakras with the higher self, and this provides connection to God, to source, to your eternal self, to the infinite one. You can also visualize the pink color of self-love for self-healing, green color for abundance, health, and well-being. Okay, now we have the law of relativity. So you have to learn your lessons to advance and grow on your path of spirit. Practice spiritual laws and maintain a higher standard of living. Stay connected to the spirit of laws through your heart. law is created because of spiritual intent. Advanced soul accept the spirit of the law. That's our initiation. You test of initiations. They are for purpose to strengthen the light within. So those are opportunities for advancement, you know. So understand the law of vibration, very important, right? And because we are splitting, right? People with low frequency, very low resonance, right? The regression, digression, that's the ignorance, the 3D, the fall matrix of that inorganic AI. And then those are advancing, growing, expanding, learning their lessons. They're staying positive. Ascension, enlightenment, 5D, utopia, new earth. Okay, so everything in life is relative. All is the all. Learn your unique lessons. Don't compare yourself with others. Use your mind for discernment. It's God's gift to humanity. The key, the mind has to be connected to the heart. Become attached to the spirit of the law, not to the letter. Okay? Don't compare current problems to former ones. The journey in life is about mastering the lessons each has come to learn. Focus only on the present situation, be in the now. Choose that which is beneficial and good for advancement so you keep your vibration high. Manage or control your thoughts as you face your problems. Okay? Observe and be the witness. Stay in your heart. Pause. Move. Switch to a positive timeline. So that was law of relativity. Law of polarity. Okay? Polarity represents the two extremes of one thing of the same category, right? The extremes are found on the same continuum. Okay, so the polarity, the opposites. It depends on our perception and filters. Okay, so we have like the physical world, their opposites like winter, summer. In the spiritual world, we have the good and the evil. So now we are in a battle in the middle of a battle between good and evil. So which side are you choosing? I mean, you have the power to change it. You have the power each and every moment to choose to make a decision. That's how powerful we are. That's how powerful human beings were created. So, because of free will, you choose. And again, it is so we need to discipline ourselves. Okay, we have the power to change our own feelings and of others in a positive way if you choose so, or you can do it in a negative way through control, manipulation, torture, abuse, violence. You abuse nanotechnology. Then when they abuse the plasma scalar technology, they have psychotronic weapons, directed energy weapons, right? They have all kinds of chips. They use it for negative purposes, whether those are those negative aliens with their negative alien agendas, those tall grays, Dracos, lots of stuff happening in the political and military arena, right? Satanists and those Luciferians and so on. Some of them, that's all they know. They are programmed. They don't know anything better. As kids, as children, they have been abused and violated. So they're pretty much continuing that pattern, right? What has been stuck in their subconscious mind, unfortunately. So they don't even perceive their deeds as evil because that's all they know. Okay, and some of them, of course, those entities, those black hole entities with their black hearts, stuck in their phantom matrix and still trying to control this planet, control humanity, having this planet as the as a prison, like people are imprisoned. It's just not going to work anymore because of those ascension energies, because of those gamma rays, right? Because of the divine feminine that is helping here to restore peace on earth and helping to heal the divine masculine. You just have to acknowledge it, see it for what it is. You have to choose the light. You have to choose to serve the light. You have to choose to transform, to heal, and be of service, okay? So everything has opposites, and opposites are the same. They only differ in degrees. Like, for example, hot and cold. How do you differentiate it where cold stops and warm, hot begins, right? It all has to do with perception. Okay, so in all things there exists duality, which comprises the nature of the universe, yin and yang. So love and hate are two extremes of the same emotion residing on the same continuum. The difference lies in the degree of emotion expressed. So where does love begin and hate stop? The answer resides in the degree of the mental and emotional attitude of the individual in any moment of time. Since all things contain the principle of polarity within them, then all things can be changed. Okay? By directing the charge, whether positive or negative, of energy along the continuum that resides between the two polarities. By the power of the mind, which controls the emotion, you can do it by the power of the mind. Okay? And will, of course. But you have to choose. Because of free will, yeah. So in the universe there are three primary planes of existence: physical, mental, and spiritual. So polarities exist on each of these planes of existence, yet the polarities on each plane cannot be crossed between the planes. Okay, you cannot turn love into cold and hot into hate. Okay, so choose your reaction or action, choose your frequency, choose your behavior. Is it positive or negative? That power is within you. Okay? Make the choice. All things reside on a continuum. So through the law of cause and effect, the universe will return whatever behavior is emitted from the source. Okay? Again, what goes around comes around. Whatever you're choosing, sooner or later will all come back to you. And because of the time speed, because everything is being amplified, it will all be returned back to you right here in front of your face in a nanosecond, right? Or in a minute, because the manifestation and the manifestation, the results of your actions sometimes are manifested immediately. Or also people now with their extrasensory perceptions, right? I mean, that's how we were actually designed, with telepathic abilities, extras being psychic and so on. Like more and more people are tuning into the energies of of their higher self, of their true divine DNA, okay? Because it's all being updated, upgraded, okay? We are being recalibrated, rejuvenated. We're actually designed to live hundreds and thousands of years, okay? And so those, again, align with those ascension energies. Yeah, we're getting younger and younger and younger. That's why the ET disclosure is very important for us, right? Then the disclosure of the highly advanced technology for helping humanity to heal, right, is very important. It's imperative. I mean, those contracts should have been signed in 1950s. The U.S. government already signed contracts with those negative aliens, with their negative alien agenda. But so that's okay. We just kind of, this is what happened. But the Pleiadians and other ETs, highly evolved, benevolent extraterrestrials, contacted the US government, right? And they were offering peace treaties and offering free energy technologies like levitating cars and anti-gravity technology and the reverse engineering. And all the thing is, all these things, the Nazi or the negative ones, they had all these factories already producing that kind of technology, right? We have the Roswell crash in 1940s, okay? And look at that. They have all these tools, they have all this technology for free, okay, from the extraterrestrials, and we and humans, we have to pay for all that, what has been given to us for free from our star brothers, star sisters, plus we are their family. I spoke about our family in Telos, right? Please read one of those books. I think there are 3 volumes, I'm saying. The highly evolved beings, the remnants from Lemuria, okay, they live underneath Mount Shasta, California. They have spaceships, spacecrafts, free energy technology, crystal palaces. That's how they live, in total beauty, harmony with nature. not eating that much. They have aquaponics, they have beautiful schools doing beautiful art. People are learning how to be in relationship with yourself so you can have a beautiful relationship with the other person. Okay, I think that was everything in volume number 1. This is the protocols of the 5th dimension. I've been speaking about it for now, I guess, a couple of years, like repeating always, like we have to walk in those energies of love and faith and grace and gratitude and faith and trust, you know what I'm saying? So it's a constant learning practice, right? Learning our lessons and so on, practicing, building the momentum, because those bad guys were building momentum through kidnapping children, right? Doing all these horrible rituals, you know, blood sacrifices. Then also look how the economy stands on those fiat money, right? You have the money laundering, you have the child sex trafficking going on, drug running, gun running, and people think how great their economy is here, right? And you know, investing money in those corporations, they're part of they're part of those the negative aliens, you know, part of the depopulation and exploitation and pollution of this planet. So start recognizing that, you know, and so that's why we need to switch. We need to go back to the quantum financial system or the bartering system, volunteering, and, you know, disclosing those technologies, because that's so we are free, because we deserve that. That's our birthright. You know, ancient times, we used to, we're living in those kind of energies. We had how many, maybe 6 golden ages. This is the 7th golden age that we're entering into, the golden age of Aquarius, right? So that's the 7th golden age, with the Ascended Master Saint Germain. Who's the leader, and he's the master of the violet flame of transformation, transmutation. So we have to cleanse our ocean, our planet, our soil, our water, right? Our food, you know, from all this GMO, from all this negativity, I mean, from all this black magic and witchcrafting. So more and more people are awakening. You know, they need to go through the healing process, transformation, transmutation, and be of service. You know, creating beautiful communities, live in peace and harmony, in unity, Christosphere consciousness, helping each other, and yeah, make this world a better place. We're going to that 5D Earth, new Earth, this new paradigm, utopia, paradise. So hopefully, like, many people are proactive, and there are so many people doing awesome job. Like, I was inspired by this lady, Peggy Hall, the healthyamerican.org. That's her website, right? She's all about the law, and she's a perfect demonstration. You know, she was a teacher, for English teacher, you know, for 30 years in Orange County, California, right? She's the perfect demonstration. She understands the principles that the God-given laws have been given to humanity, right? She integrates the spirit with the written law, and she is doing it in her way, in a beautiful way. So I'm amazed everything what she's already done, and she's so proactive, and she's so successful. And yeah, I'm very happy to see people like that doing such a wonderful work. Okay, so what did we, there was the law of polarity. Okay, so since all things contain the principle of polarity within them, then all things can be changed, right? We already talked about it. And so there are 3 primary planes of existence: the physical, mental, and spiritual. Yeah, we already talked about that. And yeah, watch your thoughts, feelings, and emotions. Know that all reactions and emotions reside on a continuum. Aids the individual to achieve higher states of consciousness and to evolve, grow, expand, advance, and improve. Okay, so the key to mastering the law of polarity lies in one's ability to stay balanced, focused, and detached from the world, external world. I am in this world, but not out of it. And you know, so many people are attached, right? I guess just talking to people and going there, shopping, and maybe you need new insurance, you need to kind of repair your house, and you know, paint the walls, and make sure you got new kitchen, and you got new living room, new TV. Well, how about your inner self? Where's your soul? Connect with your soul. Live simply. Low living, high thinking. That's how the gurus live, right? We already, I showed you that I'm so attracted to the rishis, sages of the Himalayan mountains. You know what I'm saying? It's just the energy. It's just so bright. They're so light, full of radiant light. I mean, that's the energies of joy. That's the energy of our true divine nature. That's, the chi, the prana flows through you, and your God self realized here on this plane of existence, right? Where we're ascending. So, to me, that's the joy, That's the key to our life, to feel that love within us. That's who we truly are. Instead of people are surrounding themselves with stuff, right? The material world. You want to be a material girl in this material world. Well, it was for what it was. Time to exit, reconcile. Love yourself, take care of yourself, forgive yourself. You can say, yes, it was fun. Now I have to kind of acknowledge all the skeletons in my closet, and that's okay. I'm learning my lessons, okay? The energies are here to support you, You discipline yourself. Watch your thoughts, How are your feelings and emotions? Tune into the energies of your heart, of your soul, Change negative emotions into positive emotions, Everything is a hologram. So just step back, take a deep breath, okay, and be mindful, of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, what you are creating. I know we are going through all kinds of situations and drama and trauma being played out in front of us, and me also dealing with all these DMV institutions and paying bills and who knows what else. But, it's like getting better and better, right? Meditating every day, just building the momentum, building the energy. So the light can consume and transform the darkness, right? We're going back to light. We're going back from the darkness back into the light. So balance is the key to success. I always talk about the 0-point balance. Don't be attached to the external material world. That's why I love 8 steps of yoga. It's all about detachment, self-study. You have yamas, niyamas. Those are those morals and ethics. Okay, then you have some exercise, and then you have steps how to focus on that positive. Breathe, control your breath, prana, chi, energy. And then, you go deeper into meditations, like focus, right? And then you achieve nirvana, samadhi, self-realization. It's yoga that's the union with the divine, okay? So here, all these channelings been happening through the Council of Light of Lyra and the Tribunal Council of the Galactic Command. So again, we have the military tribunals happening mostly on the 3D because, for me, everything has to be of galactic nature. If the spirit, the galactic, the cosmic energy is not integrated here on Earth, what I'm saying, it's just, it doesn't feel right for me. That's why I'm doing those videos. I'm sharing my messages with you. This is my perception, guys. How you interpret what I'm sharing with you becomes your reality. We need to bring those energies, high vibrational energies online from those extremely high places so we can transmute all the negativity that has been happening for millennia through all these galactic wars and even here on the surface, right? So all these proxy wars of those negative aliens with their negative alien agenda. This is stopping. The time is they're done. Okay, no more time. It is finished, finito. But again, because of zealots, because of the programming, because of abuse of high technology, they continue. That's all they know. So that's why people, please be vigilant. Do your inner work. Go into that sacred chamber of your heart. Reconcile. Feel that love that is within you. Connect with the Creator and find peace within yourself. Still yourself. Because through that stillness, you will realize your God self. Okay? So So thanks to the law of polarity, we can change ourselves and even others. Okay, knowledge is power. Very important to be informed, be in the know, be in the now. So many people are saying swallow the red pill. Okay, and educate yourself. Do your own research. Again, take only what resonates with you. Whatever doesn't resonate with you, meditate on it. You have the power, or you can turn off the video. No, nema problema. No problem. So all is within us. Okay, the law of rhythm. I already mentioned it. That we have seasons, we have cycles, we have ebbs and flows, we have highs and lows. Okay, and this is the law of nature. Okay, we had summer and now we're in the fall season, right? The British would say autumn. And very important to use the will to remain positive. Use your mind to remain positive. Take care of your senses. Take care of your mind. Don't abuse your senses. Detach from the external world. So much beauty and abundance is within you. The kingdom of heaven is within you, right? Call the kingdom. The kingdom is within you, right? That's Yeshua, Aramaic, Lord's Prayer. So learn to control your emotions all time. The key to success in mastering this law is balance, right? So rhythm of the universe, the in-breath and out-breath. This is just how everything operates. The energy is in motion in a cyclical circular motion, okay? It always fluctuates and is constantly renewing itself, right? From within and then from without. It's a rhythmic motion, you know, even your heartbeat, the pulse of life, right? Okay, it's moving, it's constantly in motion. Okay, so we have also emotion, motion, because they're constantly vibrating, right? And then you're either using positive charge or using negative charge. Again, are you using, the kind of the positive side of your mind thinking or the negative? Because that will then lower your frequency vibration. You want to be happy? Raise your frequency. Well, people have addiction, right? But you see what happens when people are addicted to food, to alcohol, to sex, to drugs. Downward spiral. And that's where those negative guys, they want you to be, right? With all this contamination, pollution, torture, degradation, dumbing people down. You say no more. You need informed consent. That's why educate yourself and do the inner work. So all things move in a cyclical fashion, right? These rhythms constitute an order of renewal in the universe that can be either disruptive or pleasant, depending on one's perceptions, okay? Or your mood, or your mental state of being, on your consciousness, okay? So master your mind, master your emotion, and rise above the law. Very important, be in that 0-point balance. Walk the middle path, the yellow brick road. Okay? So for every high, there is a low. You cannot control this law. Okay? Walk the center of the road. That's what Buddha was saying. Siddhartha, right? Gautama. Too much excitement, guess what? You get into deep depression, right? So use your precious life force energy wisely for manifesting God's plan on earth. Energy is, you cannot destroy it. It can only be transformed, transmuted. So very important to strengthen your will, stay in the light, detach from the 3D world, exit the 3D matrix, right? Stay in your heart, stay in your center, 0-point balance. That's how you control your highs and your lows. And you will not be depressed. You will be not experience those extreme lows. Rise above this law, detach emotionally, learn to walk the middle path at all times, okay? Bring your light body online, turn towards spirit, remain positive, transmute the effects of negative rhythm or cycles. You can do that, transmute it through the violet flame of Saint Germain. Claim your power back, be in your center, okay? And the last law is the law of gender, okay? And we have the masculine and feminine. We already talked about it, right? So the masculine energy, it initiates the creative process. The feminine energy is the creative work, okay? Is doing the creative work. So the male brain is usually the left thinking, it's analytical. The female brain is the right brain and is all about synthesizing things and being receptive. So use both sets of energies based on the requirements of a given situation. So be in a balanced and harmonious way, in a positive way to bring about 5D, fifth dimension ascension. That's where we're heading. Become co-creator with the divine, with spirit. Manifest the fullness of the human nature, of the divine luminous human being. Unite with the divine through understanding this law. Active principles. Yeah, we have those two active principles, yin and yang. So it's foundation for creation itself. So the masculine, right? It's more directive on the directed side, the female, the feminine, receptive side. Okay? And remember the way we were created in that cradle of Lyra with that golden liquid light, with 12 strands of DNA, with crystal heart. Okay, this is all coming back online. We are going home to our original divine true self. Okay, so let me see. Each molecule, each atom, right, particle has its own intelligence. Okay, and it has the power to create. So command your mastery. Okay, and that's why, this is how you become an expert in manifestation of your destiny. Okay, so be in charge of your destiny. So balance that yin and yang, okay, within your soul, and to that point of stability. So the spin of the electron is so fast that actually you reach the point of stillness, right, where God resides, the God within you resides. Now learn how to interpret your dreams and visions, and then you turn them into reality. All about alignment with God, with source, being of service, and fulfilling your mission. Know the game. Okay, so what is your role? What kind of game are you playing? The enemies have their game, right? So play it wisely. Okay, learn how to harness your energy. Okay, and use your intuition. Okay, and very important to play your role very well. You intuitively know how and when to act appropriately in all situations. That's called mastery. So you're balancing yin and yang, the positive, negative energy, the masculine and the feminine principles within yourself. Okay, and that will bring you to the point of androgyny, which is a state of mental balance that aligns you with your higher self. So we are resurrecting the energies of Atlantis and Lemuria, the divine masculine, the divine feminine, okay? And we are entering into the 7th golden age, the age of Aquarius. So the feminine energies are to be restored on the planet, okay? And the time is now. So new era, right, is here. Realize the balance within first, or realize all that within yourself, and then you spread the light to others, right? The column of light shining bright, be of service. Okay, learn how to navigate through all these energies, learn how to transmute negativity into positivity, right? So many people are still projecting, so many people are going through so much pain, so much sorrow, right? All these disappointments, okay? So you have to stay in that light and shine bright, and that way we can transform the world and move forward. So this law is the source of all power. It will teach you how to co-create with God, with source, okay, all that is. Learn to balance our thoughts, emotions, words, and actions with the principles of positive, negative responses, okay? To reunite with your higher self, which is androgynous. The balance accelerates the the electron spin to a point of stillness necessary for the merger to take place. Hold the perfect stillness within, balance the masculine and feminine principles in your soul, reunited with your heart. Learn to listen to the higher guidance of your inner voice. Apply these laws, right? Bring the spirit integrated with spirit, because we are spiritual beings having human experience. Feel your heart, purify your body, purify your mind, forgive yourself, forgive others. You're on a quest for self-mastery. The Council of Light, again, this is the Council of Light from Lyra, right? The Tribunal Council of the Galactic Command. So this is the end of my notes. I know I've been reading a lot. I just like to go through notes. I can always expand on that. Like I said, you were in a month of October, right? We're balancing all these energies. Again, the balance is within ourselves. We just have to tune to those energies, do some inner work or meditation, reconnections. It is a time for divine justice as well. Right, that we're sending those negative forces to the galactic military tribunals and so on. Like, everything is monitored, nothing is unseen. Like, how to say that? Like, no stone is unturned. Like, everything is analyzed, everything is monitored by those galactics, highly extreme civilizations, those ancient builders, because this planet is sending, she's going back to her original state, right? When she was the jewel of this galaxy, of this universe, right, in the solar system and so on. We're going back to our original divine self. We are going back to our true divine nature. It does require work, inner work. It does require, like, bringing your spirit back online, also activating your DNA, activating your light body. So that's something I'm getting ready myself for, because I am for teaching, for guiding people, building those communities of self-realization, understand who you truly are, know yourself and be free. Lots of that Yeshua teachings, and also having a deep connection to those realized masters there of those Himalayan mountains, right? So very thankful for everything, very thankful for you guys also, audience, those who been in touch with me, connecting and supporting me as well, whether emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically. I'm very thankful for all of you. Things are changing, so for those of us who've been doing the inner work, the transformation is all going to get better and better. Even Marina Jacobi's been mentioning it, and I've been feeling it. It's just, listen, everything is relative. This world is a stage, and really our lesson, we have lessons to learn, but the big thing is just to recognize who you truly are. Don't give away your power anymore. Have informed consent. Detach from that 3D matrix, from that external world, right? We are exiting the 3D matrix and we are connecting to the crystalline grid, 5D grid, human heart grid, We the people of the goodwill. We are the government, right? We are the law. We are embracing our spirit and bringing that spiritual energies into here, into this material existence and so on, but we're doing it through the purity of our spirit with good intentions, right? People of goodwill and so on, and we are changing the entire infrastructure. Okay, so that's why those who are ready will become sooner or later either leaders, mentors, teachers, and so on. So get ready, because some people who are just start being awakening, right, they'll probably start kind of waking up and seeing all these atrocities, and the 3D matrix is collapsing, all the agenda now it's coming up for the agenda of those negative ones, and I guess people are scared, they're frightened, they're in shock what has been happening, the whole money system, economy, also the whole military, what I've experienced here in the United States. It's like Om Namah Shivaya, that all needs to be brought into light and needs to be transformed, right? So I know, again, it's a sensitive subject, right? I have to be ready for what I am here assigned to do. But yeah, helping those young guys who are in the military, get them back on track, to rewire their subconscious mind, those who went through MK Ultra, abuse and violence. This is not an easy thing. And that's why there's so much, I guess, even suicide, right? They commit suicide. There is just so much trauma and drama in their energy field, the way they've been treated by the corporations, by the negative aliens, by the mafia diablo, right? So that's why I know the military, they have this Latina kind of Latin saying, semper fidelis, right? You want to be semper fidelis to Spiritus Sanctus or semper fidelis to Mafia Diablo. And how do you know if Spiritus Sanctus is Mafia Diablo, Spiritus Sanctus? The answers are within you, right? So we are creating that sacred space for people to rehabilitate their DNA because of these horrible vaccinations. Also, what is happening with children, some of them already received ID chips. Okay, but that can be all neutralized, deactivated. We just have to tune to those energies. We need to have a good intentions, right? We need to really work on ourselves. We have to watch our feelings and emotions. Very crucial, very important, especially here in these times of huge big change and transformation, where the consciousness of humanity also splitting, right? There are two groups of people, like you say, there's a good guys, bad guys. Who is with the light, who is with the darkness? Stay in your center, okay? Be the witness of all this. Love yourself unconditionally, okay? And be of service. That's kind of my message for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for all your support, for all your love, and I'll talk to you soon. Many blessings and namaste. This is Yana.